What you just saw there was the orange sunrise and the moon at night on the same day of an increasing forest fire. First we work, then we play. Some may say I'm creating a false fantasy of nature and living off grid, but sometimes you gotta be real because there are things that happen in life that you have to deal with and overcome, and not everything is easy. So just keeping it real, but for the majority, my videos are that place that people come to get away from those things they're trying to overcome. So I'm just gonna keep doing that and doing my thing, and hope you all like it. Hey everyone, it's that time again, video week. I don't really have a lot of great content. I don't want to put out a terrible video. I mean, sometimes you can have something that isn't got the feeling that, hey, I did a good job. And I don't want to put out something that's totally below what I expect it should be. So I'll show you some clips of some things that did happen. Scouting out some new ground and new places to go fishing and hunting and camping, so I can show you what I saw along the way. Also show you some heavy equipment that types that could be on a forest fire to build a guard, and that's what was happening over the last few days, trying not to get the forest fire to jump the guard, and lots of heavy equipment and crews there. Thank goodness we have those kind of people. There are 6 or 7 choppers and planes on the fire and a lot of crew. So God was listening, and He gave us some water and kept the winds down, but today they're swirling again here, but you can barely see the fire now. The smoke is just smoldering and there's none in the air here, although it's 46 to 50 kilometers away. It doesn't mean that it can't reach you, so you always have to be vigilant and preparing, and we weren't on alert, but you should still be. So it's part of life living here in the West, maybe part of the life of our world now as things get hotter, drier. I don't know if it's all climate change. It's everything about it. I'm not going to predict. I just remember when I was younger and you'd have forest fires very, very rarely. I know that lightning and thunder were a big, big thing where I was born, and never had the amount of fires that we do now. So just something to think about. Everyone has their versions of it. So without further ado, and thank you all for supporting my channel and commenting and watching and helping it grow. It really means a lot to me. And thanks. Now let's get back to some peace, fullness, relaxation, and happy. Through this video, you'll see me out scouting some new territory, trying out my new rod and reel, seeing some newborn chicks and birds, and grizzly, and weapon discussion, and maybe I should leave some mystery to this. making noise for the bears, but maybe grunting's not such a wise idea. In this heat, after a week, sometimes we reach 35. Probably not the best idea to be outside, but after a while, you get a little antsy. So I was just out scouting for a little bit, and here's what I found. I feel like I'm with the boys in Newfoundland, coming through this little trail. Let's check out the surroundings first. Sounds like a piping type of plover. There's a grizz track there. Looks like Sasquatch. That's one big bear. Big bear. Coming down for a drink of water. Yep. Been here a couple of times. This one's not so fresh. Man. Let's look at that. Gonna try a few casts in this mud hole. Won't stay here long. I wouldn't stay overnight, that's for sure. Not without a weapon, which I don't carry all the time. The only way I would is if I was staying overnight. But you always check your surroundings, because location is important. And these signs are telling me that it's not a great location. Not a thing chasing it. No, nothing here but small kokanees, and they're just not going for anything. See, nothing. So we'll move on. There's nothing even trying to nibble my line. There's a bird over here on a stump. I don't think the video will bring him in. Just standing out in the water because it feels so good. Lots of jumps. Lots of fish jumps. Just gonna try to relax for a few minutes before I get all fish excited. Probably only whitefish, but you have to be trolling to catch the rainbows. Gotta come back with the boat. Always happens, I got the camera on and nothing will bite. There's only really, really tiny ones in there, nothing. Oh, that had something and I pulled it away. Stop biting when it gets this dark. Oh, yeah. Here he comes. Right to the shore. The oh, shit. Oh. I've heard grouse before. You know, they charge you or they hiss when they have chicks, but never in my lifetime have I heard this sound. Have you? And lots of cooking of meals outside in the heat. Oh, good. And thanks to all those people for their thoughts and prayers and concerns.